get into juvenile detention and slam the door shut. The only time he screams is when you unattach him from the stairs to put him in the car. But he doesn't, takes after me. But it is a lot of fun. I love it. We've got all the pictures that go through the history. We have all the writing. We have tons of evidence. I think one of my favorite, most recent EVPs is a gentleman yelling for a group to get out. And I can't wait till this particular group actually posts it because it's fantastic. It was so loud, it was audible, and they responded to it. The building does present unique challenges because when it's hot outside and it cools down, the building shifts, and that nice little drum the guys are in will shift with it. It sounds like door slamming all the way down the stairs. We also get the very fun and somewhat off-guard 11 p.m. shift change at the fire department, or the police department, and they will whip their sirens while it's dead quiet everywhere else and you're asking for something. You get used to the noises in there. Somebody kicks a sprinkler head and it comes across the side of the building. It sounds like machine gun fire, which is another really interesting night to be down there. But the building's really cool. The warden lived upstairs. It's a 4-bedroom apartment, really sweet setup. Near the end, he moved down to the jailer's apartment on the 2nd floor. Got tired of being woken up in the middle of the night by all the dead wardens and their wives. So there is pictures of that room in there. It's all set up. And again, when the fire department wouldn't let us go up, moved everything down, so he recreated that whole bedroom. He's an amazing person with an incredible amount of knowledge stuck in his head, but he doesn't like to speak in public. But you can see the door that Print had that opened, and this is what it leads to. So that's the access panel. It goes down by the bathrooms and everything. We had another gentleman that decided that sewage really wasn't for him, and he came up through that access panel and realized he couldn't get out and had to excuse himself into the warden's apartment and be escorted back downstairs. So lots of escapes. My favorite one was about a month before it closed. There's this little hole downstairs. 4 guys broke the radiator, broke a leg off the picnic table, and dug through the steel and the bricks and went up over the fence. 3 of them stayed together and 1 guy took off. The 3 that stayed together went to one of the guy's daddy's house. Daddy said, excuse me, no, brought him back. But the cool thing about it is they left us a note, and the note they left us was very polite, told us we needed to go to jail. So if you're ever going to escape and want to be cocky about it, make sure you're not back. One of the other ones, there's a sign on one of the pictures that says exit only. I don't think I could fit through the hole. It is up on the 3rd floor also. So once you go out the exit, you're going down quite a long ways. It was designed that it should have been escape-proof. The first escape was 11 guys, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, straight down the front steps and out the front door. They tackled the 11th guy. The other 10 made it down the street. So when we get into the EVPs, you can play all over the internet. This is a really cool place to get. You will find a lot of EVPs that yell for get out. Don't do that, I want that. One of my favorites says, you're the one I want to terrorize. It's really cool because it was caught during the tour and it was right behind me while I was talking. Go away, the meows. One of my personal favorites is we have a dad who brings his son and daughter through every now and then, and they come hang out and ghost hunt for a couple hours in the evening. And one time they brought me these most delicious chocolate chip cookies. I mean, the type of chocolate chip cookies that's going to put anybody's grandparents to shame. Okay? And I asked them why. And they said, well, we'll let you listen. They showed me the EVPs from the time before. And when they asked, and it's just this guy and these 2 kids and me. Okay? And when they asked if they could bring anything, the guy asked for cookies. So they brought them in, which was not what I needed because it was getting close to summertime and, shorts were an issue. And so I threw them on the desk that's right in there. And as they're getting ready to close up, they come around the corner and the dad's standing there in the doorway with a ZMF detector. And we're standing there a few minutes and pretty soon it just starts going nuts. And it goes nuts about so high and so wide and then it disappears. And I said, oh, well, for the heck of it, go take it over by the cookies. And sure enough, you go over by the cookies and so high, so wide. Things going nuts. It was on a Friday night. We had it rented out on a Saturday night to another group, and I spent most of the evening staring at the doorway while the group of 5 was upstairs, and the shadow was looking around the corner, solid black shadow, looking around the corner, checking out the table. Every now and then he'd step out, and then he'd go back, but really awesome. So it's a really fun place to be. I would encourage everybody to come down and check it out, and I think somebody's going to bring cookies. And not store-bought. Groups have tried store-bought, doesn't react. Okay, all right. There is a difference between Chips Ahoy and melt-in-your-mouth cookies, okay? All right. I think I've just about caught everything that I wanted to. Oh, you lucky men with the toilets. Us women and children didn't get those till 1940. So you guys have these wonderful little porta potty type things that flush like the Lazy Susan. Guys being guys would get bored and plug them up and everything would wash up into the first floor. There's one men's shower in there, only ever had cold water. Your form of punishment was you guys were all left in your cells, fire department would come over, hook up their hoses and blast the walkage clear. So it was really fun. Great step forward from what we had before. They created all sorts of trouble between getting the cages going, not showering, plugging up the toilets. Would tend to sleep during the day as much as they could so they could be up at night. Sounds like a freight train upstairs. They caused all sorts of trouble. Absolutely most fantastic building there ever was. This is Jake Bird. He was your axe murderer. Stella Long, she's pretty cool. Every river town had a red light district, and some of us are old enough to know what that means. The rest of you that don't, there's a red light in the window, she was available. Okay? Stella Long ran it. And at that time, she would come in and pay her $12 a month fine for running a house of prostitution, and the girls would pay their $6 a month fine for working there, and then go back out and work the rest of the month. It was just kind of a monthly thing. You came down, you paid your fine, you went out and did your job. So we do have her arrest records in there. The fire department plat book is a favorite of some of our groups, and then the rest of our archives are up there, which, you know, claims of books flying off the shelves, the cat roaming around. I'm allergic to cat, by the way. It doesn't matter if it's not solid. I was the most miserable night in the jail, and as soon as I left, I was fine. I didn't need any allergy medication or anything, and I'm highly allergic to animals. So it's a cute little cat, and I think that was even the night you guys, the Paranormal Distraction was in there. Yep, most miserable night I ever had, and I got down to the stop sign and was fine. Yeah. Yeah.
And I have the same problem that I can go and
yeah. So apparently Ghost Dander is just as bad then as it is now. It's incredible. I mean, you guys really need to come. If it's not for an overnight investigation, come down during the day. Check the place out. There's EVPs caught and everything, regardless of the time of day. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Carl, who wants to draw for numbers, and we'll get you guys going because I know it's late. Yes. The regular admission through there is $7 for adults, and we're open 6 days a week. Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4, Sundays 1 to 4. And then normally when we rent it out, it's on a Saturday night.
So everybody get your tickets out.